programming exercises, the string class?
Oh, miss.
Okay, so this program actually is not too difficult. It says,
I can't see it.
I'm sorry?
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
That's strange because when I share a screen, I think it has to. I'll share it. All right, and then go back. Do you see it now?
No, miss.
Okay, you see it now. Okay.
No, we don't.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, then I have to. I don't know why it gives me trouble. Look, I'll go straight to it. So, look, I'll share it differently. Now, do you see it now?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so these are some programs. There are 3 programs that I asked you to write. It says create a Java application that prompts the user for a word. So you're going to ask the user, please enter a word, and whatever they enter, then you're going to output the word in uppercase. First of all, you have to declare a variable called for word. Like, what kind of data type do you have to use for word? Integer, double, or
The string, miss?
string? Yes. So first of all, you have to say string word, and then you're going to ask the user to enter the word. Then you read it. You have to say word equals input.next or input.next line because it's a string. When you read a string, you can read it in 2 different ways. Input.next or input.next line, depending on if the word has a space in it or not. So after you read the word, all you have to say system.out.print or print line word to uppercase, because you want to write that in uppercase. So you're going to convert the word in uppercase. So maybe because some of you were not in class yesterday, I'm going to Java and show you some of these so you would see how they work. Sorry, let me just go to Java, and hopefully if I share the screen, it will work. Okay, so when Java comes up, I show you. So all you have to do, you have to say word dot to uppercase. Does that answer your question, Katya?
Miss, I figured out how to do that, but I don't know how to make a loop. Like,
Oh, the loop
it doesn't
part.
work.
I see. The loop is different. Yeah, but where does it ask you to do the loop? The
Question.
question 3?
No, on the first one it says make a loop until they say Q to quit.
Oh, okay. Okay, then you can't do it yet because I'm going to teach it now. Okay, so let's just then not worry about this one until I teach. Okay, then I'm going to go back to today's lesson. Let me teach the loop, then you would know how to do that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you this. Actually, let me go back to the meeting and stop sharing. Sorry guys, I'm a little, okay, I'm gonna go to the presentation mode, and can I find, this is hard to find the file. Okay, it's okay, I don't need to go there. I just have to share the screen with you. Come on. Okay, I'll just go to loops in Java. So not that, sorry, that was the meeting I went. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I had to go back. Okay. Okay, do you see the notes on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we can see the notes.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so here, okay, on these notes, I'm trying to make it larger. Hold on. No, oh my God, I rotated. Okay, here, I make it 150. Okay, so this is the note. Let's just pay attention to this note. This is about how to make something in a Java program to repeat itself. So in any programming language, we usually have three different types of loops. One is called conditional loops, which is, it's either while loops or do while loop. In Java, we have while loops, and another one is called do while loop, do loops. And there is another kind of loop which is called counted loops. We know exactly how many times we want something to happen. Then we use counted loops. And this is it's called for loop, okay? See, it says for, so it's called the for loop. So let's go through that one at a time. So the first one is while loops. So in a conditional loop is a loop that executes while a certain Boolean condition returns true. So as long as the condition is true, the loop is going to work. And as soon as it becomes false, it's going to stop. So that is a conditional loop. So there are two forms of conditional loops. The first is a while loop, which evaluates a Boolean expression and then executes a set of instructions if the expression is true. Okay, the second one is a do loop. So let's look at the while loop. The format of a while loop is like this. You start with the keyword while something is true, a Boolean expression. Then you will write your instructions in the body of the loop. So this is the body of the loop, which has open curly bracket and close curly bracket. So if we look at this example here, it says, okay, import java.util.star. That means you import all the libraries of the utility, Java util programs, okay? So star means everything inside the util. So that's mostly for a scanner class. So we can also just enter a scanner class. So this is a guessing game. The name of the program is guessing game here. And it starts with open curly bracket. I hope you hear me. Can someone confirm that you hear me? And
Yeah, I heard you, miss.
Okay, you see the screen. Thank you so much. Okay, and then this is the main method of the program, which is like the other programs. Here is a scanner class, which we declare a scanner class, and we named it. We named a variable or object called input, which as I told you before, this input can be anything. It's just a name, but the rest has to be the same. Okay, so here we are going to declare two variables. One is answer, the other one is a guess. Answer is 7. So the answer of this game is 7 and guess is 0 at the beginning. So here is the important stuff about while loop. So you start with the word while. While means as long as. Guess is not equal to answer. Exclamation mark and equal sign means is not equal. So as long as the guess that the user enters is not equal to the answer, which we already know answer is 7 at the top. So as long as they didn't guess it correctly, you're going to prompt the user to enter a number between 1 and 10. Then you're going to get that number. So guess equals input.nextInt. You're going to get the number that the user entered and assign it to the guess. So then you're going to you're going to tell the user if the number that the user entered, which is guess, is smaller than the number that the computer knows, which is 7. If guess is smaller than 7, you're going to tell the user that your guess is too low. And you know \n means go to the next line. It just adds a line here, \n. And then else if the answer is not smaller than, if the guess is not smaller than 7, but it is more than 7, is greater than 7, yes. Sorry? Yeah. Oh, \n means add a line to it. So after you display this, the program is going to add one line as empty line. It's like, it works like println. So because it says print here, they added line here. Okay, it adds extra line after \n. Yeah, here. So here it says, else if the number that the user enters is greater than 7, which is answer is 7, then you will say that your guess is too high. Okay? And else, I mean, they don't have else here. And then you close the if statement because it's not, if the guess is not smaller than 7 or is not greater than 7, it means that it is equal to 7. Therefore, at the end, you would just say, congratulations, guess is correct. The number that you entered is correct. But the thing of, oh no, it doesn't, because yeah, there you could also have else here and display this message, or even if you don't have else here, because it's already checked to see if the number is not greater than 7 or is not less than 7. So we know that it's equal to 7 at the end. So you can either use else or use it outside of the if statement. So here, the message here is outside of if statement. But the point here is not the if statement. You already learned how to use if statement. The point here is the while here. See, this is going to happen many, many times. The one that I'm highlighting is going to happen many, many times. It might go forever. Let me finish my sentence, please. So I'm saying if the user enters the number and never enters 7, this loop is going to go for many, they can sit in front of the computer and enter numbers, but not 7. It's going to keep on going. The only time it's going to stop, the only time the loop is going to stop is when they enter number 7. So as soon as number they entered 7 is equal to 7, then the loop is going to stop. So this is called conditional because the loop is going to go on and on and on until they enter 7. So that is the point of this loop. Okay, cool. What is your question?
Miss, could we?
Okay. So no question? Okay. So,
Miss, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
For the game, can we use this, like something like this?
Sure.
Would that work as like a loop?
Yes. Loop. Actually, the website that I'm going to give you, I have given you the website. That is so good. I'm going to go over it now because it shows you what happens inside the computer. So I'm going to, after this note, I want to show you the website. And you can see how it works. But let me just go over this fast, and then you're gonna have to practice. So this was about while loop, but you can have different conditions here. It doesn't always have to be not equal. It could be while number is greater than 10, or while number is less than 5. You can have any kind of conditions here. So that's one thing. So the next type of loop, is called do loop. Okay, there is a difference between while loop and do loop. This is usually an exam question. The difference between a while loop and a do loop is, with the do loop, the computer has to do something, then it's going to check the condition. So something is going to be done, an instruction is going to be executed before the program checks the condition. But in the while loop, first they check the condition. It's like if statement. They check the program will check the condition first, then it will do something. But with the do loop, they do something, then they check the condition. So at least one time the program is going to execute in do loops. But in the while loop, it may never execute or, goes forever. So the do loop looks like this. So you have the keyword do at the top, then you have curly bracket, and then you have some instructions over there. You close curly bracket, while, then the condition. So one thing to pay attention here is, see, at the end of the statement for the while, there is a semicolon at the end here. But if you check the while loop, see, at the end of the statement here, there is no semicolon. Okay? So this is the difference between do while and while loop. And this is an example. I think it's the same program. But instead of writing it as while, they have written it as do. So you first say do, prompt the user. So this is going to happen for sure. It's going to ask the user to enter a number between 1 and 10. Then it's going to get the number. Then it's going to say, if the number that they entered is smaller than 7, this is going to happen. You have to say your guess is too low. Else the number is greater than 7, you're going to say your guess is too high. Then it's going to check the condition. And this is also going to go for many times. Okay? So, so those were conditional. They are called conditional loops. We also have another type of loop, which is called counted loops. In the counted loops, we know exactly how many times something is going to happen. If you want something an instruction to happen 3 times, then you use for loop. If you want it to happen 15 times, then you use for loop. But for loop has different sections. So it starts with the word for, then it has initialization expression. So this is something goes here, the initial expression, then there is a semicolon, then the condition goes here, again semicolon, and then it will count expression. So these are just words, the terminology. But how it works is like this. So for example, this is a program, public class, I love Java. So here it says, this is going to happen 5 times because we start with the I is an integer value starting from 1. It works like a counter. We start counting. So I is 1 at the beginning. Then we check to see if I is less than or equal to 5. If I is less than or equal to 5, something will happen. It's going to display on the screen, I love Java. Then it's going to go back up. It's going to add 1 to I. I is going to become 2. Then it's going to check the condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Because it is, it's going to type I love Java again. Yes? Okay. So this is going to keep on happening 5 times. Then it's going to stop. Yes.
Do we need to declare that I or no?
The I, yeah, you don't declare it outside of the loop. You only declare it here, int I. So it could be, you can start from 0, or instead of saying I++, you can maybe count down. You can start from 10, and then say I minus minus, it goes down. But this is just my note. But if you see the other website, you're going to like it more than this one because that's interactive. So this is. Sorry, Koa, I didn't. Sorry. Sorry. Yes, that's right. So you can also use minus. So I minus minus means it goes down one number. So if I starts at 10, then next I is going to be 9, then 8, 7, 6, 5. But if it's plus plus, if I is 1, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you have to also pay attention to the less than sign or greater than sign. Okay. Oh, it cannot. It either has to be plus plus or minus minus. Or you can say I equals I plus 3. You can also use that. Instead of saying I plus plus, you can say I equals I plus 1 or I plus 2. Depending on how you want this to count, you can change this. But let me go to the website because that is very good. I want to show you that before. Muted. So just let me just finish this note. So far we learned that the loops are either conditionals or, oops, both of them says conditional. Counted, this is wrong. So conditional loops versus counted loops. So counted loops should only be used when the loop is to be executed a specific number of times. If you know how many times you want to for something to repeat, you use for loop, which is counted loop. Conditional loops are used when looping should continue until certain conditions are met. Okay? A loop that is supposed to be executed either a certain number of times or until a condition is met should usually be implemented as a conditional loop. Okay, so this is my note, but let's go to the website and I will try to share the screen, hopefully. This website is perfect. Let me go back to the... Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing and start sharing. Let me see, that's Java. Where is OneDrive? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Do you see the ICS? Do you see the minds on?
Yes.
On this? Okay. So this website, I really recommend you. You're gonna have so much fun with this website. First of all, it explains the loops very well. I don't want to run the video, but you can listen to the video yourself because I can't even run it here. I don't think you will hear it. But this is something that you can listen to it yourself. I just want to show you how this one works. So, okay, the infinite loop actually is another thing. A loop that will go forever is called infinite loop. It's not going to stop. An infinite loop is a loop that never stops looping, never stops repeating. It is not a good thing to have an infinite loop in your program because your program is not going to stop. But sometimes programmers create them by accident when they write their program. So sometimes you write your program and your loop is not stopping. And you have to try to fix it. So this is an example of infinite loop. Why do we say it's infinite? Because we say, okay, number is 1. Then we are telling as long as the number is equal or greater than 0, display this is cool. And then you add 1 to the number. So the number is always going to be greater than or equal to 0. So this is never going to stop because it's going to keep on adding. Okay, 0 is going to display this is cool. 1 is going to display this is cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to go forever. So this is called an infinite loop. You can try this in a Java and see what happens. But what I want you to pay attention, I want to show you, other than the videos that you're going to watch, but this is an example of for loop. It explains to you. So for loop has a starting value. So for int is the data type, is integer. The starting value of I, which is I is a counter. We start counting. So I is equal to 0. So the middle part, I less than or equal to 6, the condition that needs to be true for the loop to continue. So I has to be less than or equal to 6. As soon as it is greater than 6, it's going to stop. So this is the condition of the loop. And this other I equals I plus 1, or you can write it as I plus plus, the change in I after each pass through the loop. So every time it does type hi there, it's going to go up and it's going to check the condition. So at first I was 0, it's going to say hi there. Then I is going to become 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 6? Yes, it's going to say hi there. Then I is going to become 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 6? Yes, it's going to type again, hi there. Until I becomes 7. If I is 7, 7 is not less than or equal to 6. Then the loop is going to stop. But what I wanted to show here, there was some interactive section, like here. Are you guys with me still?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I wasn't sure where. Okay, so I'm going to start on for loops. Okay, see what happens. I is 10 at the beginning, and our condition is, okay, here it says I has an initial value of 10. Here, the loop will continue as long as I is less than or equal to 20. Then in this one, it says I is incremented by 1 each time the loop repeats. Okay, so this is what's happening. And here, hi there is outputted to the screen each time through the loop for a total of 11 times. So let's try and see. When you click on next, let me see. Yeah, what happens here? Am I doing it right? I wanted to show you. Let me see. Okay. So see how many times is there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it doesn't show everything here. So when you click on next, so cool. Yeah, it's another example. Sorry, the next is another example. This is going to happen how many times? 3 times, because it starts at 4 and goes by 4. At first was 4. The next time is going to be 8. Next time is going to be 12. So it's going to happen 3 times. So let's look at the other program. So what do you think this, how many times do you think this is going to happen? It starts from 0, stops at 8.
4 times?
And I goes by 2. So at 0 is going to happen 1 time. Then it's going to become 2. So how many times do you think it's going to happen?
That's 4 times.
4 times. Does it say 4? The loop evaluate each time. So the values 0 to 8 are outputted 1 per line. Yeah, it's going to happen 4 times. Is that right?
Isn't it going to happen 5 times?
5 times, yeah, because it's only because it's displaying I. So I was 0, and see I is 0, then I becomes 2, I becomes 4, I becomes 6, I becomes 8. Then it's going to stop. So this is going to happen 5 times, and it's going to display 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's look at the other one. Okay. Okay, the initial value of I is 500. Then the condition is I is greater than or equal to 50. So it's going to start from 500 and it's going to go down by 50s. So 500 is going to become 450. Then it's going to become 400. Then it's going to become 350. So let's see how it's going. This is what's going to happen. So 500, 450, 400, 350, 300, 250, until it reaches 50. Okay, so I want you to play, go to this website and just go through it yourself and think about all of them and answer the questions here, for example. And the answer is already given to you, but for example, in this question, it says, I is 500, I less than or equal to 515 every time they add 5 to I. So what do you think is going to display?
You are now unmuted.
Perfect. Yeah, see? And then when you click the answer, it shows you 500, 505, 510, and 515. So it happens 4 times and it shows these numbers. So that's why I said you're going to like this website. It's very good. When I was learning loops, I never had this kind of luxury. Like, we didn't have any website like this that will show us. It was very difficult to understand it. But now I think with this website, you will understand more. So here, again, number 2 starts at 600 and it goes down by 100, as long as the number is positive. So greater than or equal, it's either 0 or positive. It's going to type computers. So it starts from 600 and it stops at 0. See, so it shows you. So this is about for loop that happens, but for loops are limited amount. It happens in the limited amount. So I want you to practice this, go through this website yourself. Oh, this is another, okay. Like the if statement, we also have nested for loop. Nested for loop has always been difficult for me. It's a little hard to understand because something happens many times inside something that also happens many times. Okay, so usually this is like when they want to draw a they want to draw a matrix, they use, nested for loop. So for now, I want to leave this for later because first we have to learn for loop. Understanding nested for loop is a little harder, so we leave it for later. Okay, so you can try it yourself, but don't worry about it. It's a little more complicated. But okay, so here, yeah, the website shows you a lot of stuff. You should watch the videos. You should try these activities. And as like the other one, at the end of the activity, there are also a program for you to write, but I gave you time until next Tuesday, or if you need more time, next Wednesday. But the main thing is to understand it. The only way you can understand is to write programs in Java. So actually, I can try, I don't know if can I copy? No, I cannot copy this to the Java, but because this is a picture file, I can't. So this one explains while and also is interactive. Here, for example, let me see, where is the interaction here? Because I saw somewhere that it was interactive. Oh yeah, here, see there is a button, next and previous. So let's see what happens when I click on next. Okay, it shows you what the computer goes through. So computer goes through, let's retry from the beginning. At first, okay, the number, there is a counter declared as integer. So its number is equal to 1. Okay, so when I click on next, it shows me that number was 1. Then it checks the condition. Is 1 less than or equal to 100? If the answer is yes, yeah, 1 is smaller than 100. Then it's going to display this on the screen. It's going to display number 1 on the screen. And this is the output screen here. Then it's going, when I click on next, it's going to multiply that number by 2. So 1 times 2 is going to be 2. Then it's going to go up to check the condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 100? Yes, it is. Then it's going to display 2 on the screen. And when I click on next, it's going to get 2 multiplied by 2. So what would be the answer? 4. Yeah. Now, is 4 less than or equal to 100? Yes, it's going to display 4. See, when I click on next, it's going to go through the loop many times until it's going to happen so many times. And I think this is going to go forever because until the number is 100. Okay. So it went to another program. So I want you to go through this activity yourself because it's really helpful. Is there any question on the chat? Let me see. Okay, all the 19 students are there, no questions. Okay, so okay, now I'm going to, so this is a website that you can also try it yourself, and it talks about flowcharts. Oh yeah, I want to show you the flowchart also for this one. So for example, this is an example of a flowchart for loop. So by looking at this flowchart, I see that it's going to start, okay, begin and end at, oh, it doesn't show the end. It should have end. Oh yeah, finish, sorry. So it starts here and finishes here. So the parallelogram is for the input. It says, get ending value from the user, okay? So it gets the value, I is equal to 1. Diamond is like if a statement. If the number that the user entered is equal or greater than 1, if it's true, it's going to output 1. And then it's going to add 1 to I. I is going to become 2. It's going to go back and ask the question again. See the loop here? It just goes on and on and on until the number becomes equal to 1 or less than 1. So if the answer is if the answer is false, it's going to stop. So this is a good example of a loop flowchart. And yeah, so at the end of this activity, you're going to write this program: cubes, squares, and powers. So you're going to read this and write a program that uses loop. Let me see. Is there any question? Any questions, or you're good? I can show you some examples on Java.
Miss, can you show us how to use loop for string?
For a string?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to Dr. Java, and I'm going to open some of examples that I had. Let me see if I can show you a demo on that. But let's stop sharing. Okay, and share screen with Dr. Java. Let's use Java screen. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to open, first of all, I have some examples. I told you that I have some examples in the roster on loops. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and I will go to Roster folder here, Rosters, August. And I think I posted in yours. Yeah, 2021 assignments. I put some of them in the assignments folder. See, loop examples. You can also access it from home or from school when you come to school. So I have some examples here. When I click on loop examples, some of them are almost the same stuff. Like, for example, for loop, I show you this one, for loop. Let me change the font. Do you see Dr. Java?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let me just make the font larger. So, okay. So this one, it just shows you, let me run the program so you see what happens. And I will change some numbers. First, I have to compile it. And then I run. Oh, did I run it? Okay. Come on. Okay, so when I run this, it says, this is a for loop example. This is a for loop example. It happens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Why is it happening 6 times? Because I started from 0 and I stopped at 5, not 6, because it says less than 6. What if I add equal sign here? When I add equal sign, it's going to happen how many times? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's happening 6 times, but when I add equal, it's going to happen 7 times because from 0 to 6. So I'm going to compile and run. See, this time is going to happen 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I change the number, for example, to 10, it's going to, so what I want you to do when you have, you are at a school, or if you use Citrix from home, you can go through to these examples that I have and just run them and change the numbers. So when I made it equal to 10, this is going to happen 11 times because it's going to start from 0 and it's going to stop at 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I change 0 to 1, of course, it's going to happen 10 times. So you can just play with this and see what happens. But to answer the question for string, I guess I have to copy a code from somewhere. I think I can go to my note and copy that to Java and show you, because I think it was in some of the notes. Oh yeah, where was the string? Hold 1 second. I'll go to I'm gonna go to string class. Okay, copy this one. So I'll show you an example of that. Okay, I'm just gonna copy sample program here. Hopefully I can copy it. It's in, can I copy this? All right. Control C. We have to do a lot of copying here. So I'm gonna close this one and paste it here. Oh no, this didn't work. What did I copy here? No, it didn't work properly. Okay, then let me just write it from scratch because I don't have time for this. I open this one. Okay. I can't. Okay, guys, can you please confirm? Do you see the Java on the screen or no?
No, miss.
You don't? Okay, I'll go fix this again.
Never mind.
Oh, you see it now, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to, because you asked me about a string, so I'm going to change this program into a string example. So first I'm going to change it to save as, changing the name of the program for, okay, let me just say,
Show us the string way with while, with the while loop.
oh, with while, okay, then let me just close this. Then I open a while example. Okay, open while. Let's see. I don't know, just open one of them. Integer while x is equal to, okay, so I just use this one, but I'm going first, you know what, this is a good way of changing a program. I'm going to change the name to string sample. Okay, string sample, and then I'm going to save it as a string sample. Save as, okay, let's just, okay, string sample. So first I change the name of the class, then I change the name of the file, and then here I'm going to declare, I'm just going to have some space here. I'm going to declare a string, okay, word, okay, and to be on the safe side, you can make it equal to quotation, quotation, and semicolon. So when you declare a string, it's a good idea to make it equal nothing. So when you say equals quotation, quotation, it means equals nothing. So or I want to ask the user for it. So then I have to import a scanner class. Import java.util. My typing is not fast, so oops, I made a mistake. Scanner. Hopefully I did it right. Okay, then I have to have this line, scanner, scanner, I just name it scan equals new scanner system dot in. Okay, I need a semicolon at the end. Yeah, okay, so I have this. So I'm going to ask the user to enter a word. Okay, so I'm going to say system.out.print, please enter, type it right, enter a word.
For the new scanner, doesn't the S have to be capital?
Sorry?
For the you know where it says scanner scan equals new scanner, doesn't the S have to be capital for this?
Yes, it has to. Thank you. I thought I did. Yeah, scanner scan equals new scanner system.in, and then I'm going to declare the scanner, the word as a string. Then I'm going to ask the user to enter a word, but then I have to get it. I have to say word equals scan dot next. If I did it right, it should be okay. So after I get that, I'm going to, okay, so I want this to happen. So what do you want me to do here? What do you want me to, do you want this to happen
You are now
a few
unmuted.
times or what? Yeah. Oh, it doesn't need semicolon? Where? Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you. Let me compile it. I'm sure I made some mistakes. Let me compile it. Okay. Util.scanner. Is there something wrong here? Oh, yes, my typing. Util. Okay. So compile. Good. You pay attention. Okay. Public class string sam.
For this one, on the one you did save as, we did S as a lowercase and
Okay, I made a mistake. Okay, so let me save it again. So I go to File, Save As, String Sample. The second one is, yeah, capital.
space and then capital S.
That's right. Okay. See, you guys are faster. That's why I don't like to demo here because I'm so slow. It takes time. Oh, and also I think I have to add another. Do I have to add a? Yeah. Oh, was it enough? Okay, let me see. That's why I usually give you the code because I know I'm slow in typing, so I don't want to waste your time. Say it again.
You have to add a space when you go to save as. It has to be string space sample.
Okay, did I made a mistake again? Okay, so let's do it one more time. So it's gonna be string capital Sam. Oh, is that?
Oh, it has to be a space and sample.
Oh, yeah. So something is wrong with my keyboard. That's why sample string. Yeah, because I press shift, but it doesn't.
It has to have a space.
Did I make mistake again?
Yeah, you have to have a space in between the string and sample on when you press save as.
Let me see. Save that. Oh God. That's the reason I don't like to do this. Oh, let me just type. Okay, capital string and sample.
Yes, you
Is
have to
this?
put a space in between string and sample.
Oh, I cannot have a space. No, no, no. I cannot have a space in the name of the. No, but this is a good location. It doesn't let me. But here's. Okay, I'll just go to the assignment folder. Let's try this one. You're right. Yeah, maybe it doesn't let me. Okay, thank you, Goa. How did you know that? Good. Okay.
You are now
Okay, so it's asking the user. Perfect. It's asking the user to enter a word. Give me a word. What should I enter?
You are now unmuted. You are now muted.
Okay. Size. Okay. Okay, so this is actually a loop, an example of an infinite loop. Okay, so now I cannot stop this. This is going forever.
now unmuted.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop this. So to stop an infinite loop, we have to click on reset button here. So that will stop it. Okay. So now that it is stopped, we have to look at, now I have to look at here. I say int x equals 8. So I declare the variable x as 8. And then I'm saying as long as x is greater than 0, you say this is a while loop example. Of course, this is going to go forever because x is 8 and 8 is always going to be greater than 0. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it is infinite because x is always going to be 8 and 8 is always going to be greater than 0. No, it's not one time. Because it's a while loop. This is a loop. Because it's a while, we use the word while. It means that as long as x is greater than 0, is a positive number, you need to display this on the screen. So it's going to go forever. So now I need to change my condition. If I don't want this to be, if I want this to happen maybe three times. So I'm going to change 8 to 1. Okay, x is 1. And I'm going to say as long as x is less than, I'm going to change the greater than to less than 10. So this is going to happen, I think, 9 times. It's going to start from 1. Or let's just say let's start from 0. It's going to happen 10 times. So I want this to happen. Let's just change the number so we don't have to worry. Less than 5. So I want this to happen 5 times. So let's see. I'm going to compile it. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. So run. enter a word. So let's just enter my name. Oops, it's still going on. Why? X.
You gotta write X.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, let's just change, make it greater than 5. It's going to be the same. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this never happened. It didn't even happen. Okay.
You have to do int equals 0 plus plus.
Okay. So what should I put here? X is greater than. Okay. And smaller than 10. So between 5 and 10, yeah? All right, let's see. This is, so we can always change the condition. So run it. Okay, so didn't happen at all because X, okay, because X is not changing. X is always 0, so it's not going to change. If we wanted that, then we have to add a line here. We have to say X is equal to X plus 1, because if we don't have this, nothing is going to happen. But that's why if you want to have a counter inside the while loop, this is called counter. You have a variable and you keep on adding. So this is gonna, X is going to change. So let's try. So now I'm going to run. Okay, so let's enter my name again. Wow, this is not, didn't happen either because X is greater than 5. Okay, I'm gonna change the condition to a simpler thing because right now okay, as long as X is less than, let's just make it less than 5. So it's gonna, when it's going to reach 5, it's going to stop. I think this is going to work. Let me just try. Why it doesn't makes it is not logical? Yeah, it worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I changed it. I changed the condition. So X was 0 at the beginning. Then we check, we say, is 0 less than 5? Yes, it's going to display this. Now make X 1 more, add 1 to X. So X is going to become 1. Is 1 less than 5? Yes, it's going to display. 2 less than 5? Yes. 3, 4. And when it reaches 5, 5 is not less than 5, is going to stop. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. There are so many different ways. Yeah.
Can you show us how to set up a while
now muted.
loop with strings? So like,
You are
you know
now
how on the
unmuted.
first one you have to make
You
this
are
so
now
if you
muted.
press Q it exits. Can you show us how to do that?
Okay, so we want to have a while loop that the answer, yeah, so we have to ask the user for the answer. Okay, so instead of X here, we are going to say answer. Okay, I'm going to change this to string answer equals nothing. Okay, and then I'm going to say while as long as answer dot equals, because when it's a string we cannot say dot equals n.
You are now unmuted.
Sorry, one second. While answer dot equals n. Okay, what did I make mistake? What did you say? Oh yes, yeah, I did make a mistake there. Okay, thank you. I told you my typing is not good. Okay, while answer is equals no. Okay, as long as the answer is no, you keep on doing this. But then I don't even need a counter here, so I can just get rid of this one. but all I need, I have to ask the user for I have to ask the user to enter answer. So I'm gonna say answer equals scan dot. Did I use a scan? Yeah. Dot next. I'm going to ask the colon. There's a semicolon. Okay. So I'm going to say ask the user. So let me just prompt the user too, so you don't have to system dot out dot print println.
You are now muted.
Okay, answer. I just say please enter Y or N. Okay, so I'm just telling them to enter either Y or N. If they enter, as long as it's N. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I'm just gonna run it. Hopefully it will work. Okay, enter a word. I'm going to enter a different word, magic. I don't have to always. Okay, I enter word magic. Nothing happened because we also need to ask the user. Let me see, did I?
You are now unmuted.
I have to do before while, answer equals. Oh yeah, I also have to ask them before, yeah, because it doesn't have any value. You're right, but I have to have it twice. Before while and after while. Okay, so no, because inside the while we also want them to answer it. So yeah, because the reason it didn't work because answer didn't have any value. We didn't ask the user for anything. So let's run again and see. Okay. Oh, because I didn't. I had to declare it before doing that. So I had to declare it before. If you don't declare it, you cannot use a variable. So you have to declare it first. So let's run and see. Okay. Hopefully this might work. Okay, so run. Okay. Enter a number, enter word, magic. Okay. This had to come after. Please enter Y or N. So if I enter Y, it didn't work. You put me on a spot. I had to think of, okay. So yeah, this is going to happen many times. As long as I enter N, it's going to happen. Yeah, see? It's going to happen as long as I enter N. So maybe I can change this to Y instead of N. I don't know. Did I answer your question, Chatya? Was it Chatya?
Yeah, but Miss, instead of equal, can you do if answer dot doesn't equal?
Say it again. Answer dot. Oh, not equal. Yes, we can do that too. But oh, that's a very good question. But then we had to put exclamation marks here. Okay. So this means that while answer is not equal to Y. So let's try this one. While, okay, let me, oh, space. I think I have to have a space and no space here. Let me see.
You are now unmuted.
It's okay, we are just experimenting, okay? Even if it doesn't work, we have to find, okay. It's not equals Y. Okay, let me see. While answer dot equals, and what am I missing here? Expected, oh, bracket. Oh yeah, I have brackets. So Y is inside bracket and this one is inside bracket. Maybe, you know what, I might have forgotten, maybe this one, yeah, because I forgot that. Yes. Okay, so it has to be inside the bracket. All right, so are you testing me? So I'm failing, huh? Okay, I'm entering the word magic. Okay, so now please enter Y or N. We can add other questions. So as when I enter Y, it's going to stop. Yeah, okay, we made it. So as long as the answer is not equal to Y, it says keep on going. So I'm gonna run it again. Run it. Okay. Run. Okay, compile. I didn't change anything. Why do I have to compile it? Okay, run. Okay, I'm going to enter the word magic for now. Then I'm going to keep on entering N. As when I enter N or anything else, this is going to keep on happening. Okay, see? As soon as I enter Y, it's going to stop. Even if I enter something else, even if instead of N I enter something else, it's going to keep on going because we didn't put a condition. Even if I enter H, it's going to go on. See? Because we didn't put a condition. So these are the things that you can think about and fix it. So is this good, Chatya?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So do you want me to post it? I can just copy and post it there if you like to have a copy of it. But it's not perfect. It's not a perfect program. You see how many mistakes we had? So you can fix it. You can change, add other conditions to it. Sorry, let me just go. Anybody else has questions? Which assignment? Oh, scores, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, you have to do the activity first, a loop activity. Then you have to ask questions because it's not due yet. I want you to do the activity. And when you do the activity, you're going to learn about it. So let me just add this here. So the example program I just added here so you can have access to it. So okay, let me just, but that is after you do the activity. That's what I'm saying. Control V. Okay, let me update I updated the announcement and I posted this program that we wrote together there. Okay. Yes, yeah. So let me go to that website and explain. Let me see if anybody has no questions, huh? Nothing in chat. Okay, good. So I posted that there. Okay, let's go to the question that Boa is asking. Okay, hold on. I'll go here, but then I have to. You don't see my screen, no?
You are now muted.
Do you see unit 2
are
on
now
there?
unmuted.
Or should I?
You are
Okay,
now
I have
muted.
to stop it and. Okay, then I'll go in here. Okay, now you can see it. Okay, so I went to the activity that I assigned to you. So it says program control, no, not this one. Yeah, cubes and squares and powers. So this one is asking you to write a program, okay? Is asking you to write a program that presents the user with the following user menu. So you're going to create a menu of these. So you're going to have system.out.print. So you're going to give the user 4 options. If they enter 1, the first thing is going to happen. If they enter 2, the next one is going to happen. 3, the power is going to happen. And 4, their exit program. So this you have to write system.out.print, okay? So you're gonna create a menu. Sorry, let me just check the time. Oh, it's 2:14, okay. So if the user enters option 1, the program will prompt the user for a number and then output the number. So which part of this you don't understand, Koa?
You are now unmuted.
Oh, the due date? You mean, yo, what should you do? Yeah, for this one, you need to create a menu first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going inside the program. You have to ask the user, you have to create a variable called option, for example. String, not a string, int option. And you have to say if option equals 1, then you're going to ask the user to enter a number and then raise that number to the power of 2. The next one, if they, whatever the number they entered, you're going to raise it to the power of 3. And same with others. So
I think I submitted mine if you want to show it as an example.
yeah, but now is a little late for it, but don't worry, I will show you example tomorrow too. But why don't you not worry about this program, catch up with the other work, because also there is a test tomorrow, but it's going. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry about them because this is not due until next week. This is only, I just get. No. I put for this one October 21st for this one for cubes. But the rest of the things are due this week. If you want, I can give you time until Sunday too. Is that good? Oh, okay. You're coming to school tomorrow, yes, Koa? Yeah. No, you're coming tomorrow too. Yeah, isn't cohort B coming tomorrow?
Yeah, because we're coming tomorrow, but we're not seeing you till Friday.
Oh, you're not coming to my class. I thought
No.
you. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, then Friday. So, okay, I will give you extension for this. I will change the date if you feel that overwhelmed with this. Okay? I give you more time. Don't worry. But for now, just do the other assignments. Do the previous work. First of all, the test is going to be tomorrow on if statement, and that you already know, if statement and switch case. It's going to be online. Okay? Yes, I said Thursday. Yeah.
Miss,
Yeah.
about the test,
Mhm.
is it like I know it's online, but is it like the question, is it like writing format or are you actually doing codes?
Mostly it's going to be multiple choice and
Okay.
some short answer questions, which you're going to write a little bit of code, not a big one, but like if age is greater than 16, then you can drive. So this is something that you can write, yes?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, simple questions like that, not a big code. I'm not going to give you a big program to write. Okay?
Miss, what time is it gonna be tomorrow?
Actually, I was thinking, I think I will give you the whole day. But I know, but you have a
Miss, I
class.
have a question.
You can't do it during the class time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I think I will give you time. Maybe I posted the whole day and you can finish
You are
it
now
by
muted.
night.
So Miss,
Great.
Miss,
Yes.
does that mean that we're not having a online, like, you know, like a meeting on Thursday?
No, we do have it. We do. We
So
still.
when are we having the test?
Test is only going to take an hour, not more.
Okay,
Well,
so you mean like
Is this test gonna be like one on the D12 or is it gonna be like an assignment that we gotta submit?
Like on D12, it's going to be on D12. So you're gonna go and do it on D12. Yeah.
Miss, I have a question.
Yeah.
For the CPT, is it gonna be an assignment?
Which one?
For CPT?
CPT. Oh. Yeah, CPT is the end of the semester. Yeah, in
Is it gonna
November.
be an assignment?
You mean on the D12 assignment?
Yeah, like, is CPT gonna be an assignment or are you gonna do a test?
No, it's going to be an assignment. CPT is an assignment. You're going to write a program for CPT, a big
Okay.
program, like the
It's gonna be
game.
with partners.
Yeah, CPT is with partners, like the game, the adventure game that you're working on. But that's but it's going to include everything that you learn.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Miss, when's the adventure game due?
Sorry, say it again.
When is the adventure game due? Friday?
I think so. Let me see. But guys, okay, I know you guys are working hard, so don't worry. If anybody has problem, just email me. But let me check for adventure game. I think I gave you time until where's the adventure game here?
I don't put a due date for it
Miss,
yet.
you didn't put a due date yet.
Yeah, I didn't because I was thinking about you guys. So when do you like to finish it? I wanted you to just keep on adding to it. That's
Maybe
why.
by Sunday or next week, Miss.
Yes.
Next
Yes.
year.
Next week when? Okay, I'm flexible. When do you want it
now
to be
unmuted.
done by?
Like,
Sorry? Okay. So
Miss, maybe the next time we see you, not this time, but the next time in class.
okay, you are cohort A, yeah? You're going to see me on Tuesday. How about that? Tuesday. Do you think it's
yeah,
good?
okay, yeah.
Okay, I make it to Tuesday and just changed it right now. Let me see if it shows. Adventure game, I said October 20th. Is that good?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the point is for now, just focus on the test for tomorrow. I let you know in this morning's announcement, okay? So I have already told you on the announcement. If a statement and switch case, yeah. I even not given you random numbers on this, only if a statement and switch case. Okay, so don't worry, just do your best. If sorry, say it again. You cannot say it. Oh, you know what? You can always email me or instant message